Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Dom. This is Nick. Together, we're
You left the door open. That was hilarious. Nick and
Nick,
Dom.
Nick and Dom. They capped me out if you couldn't hear that. And welcome to the Media Dump Podcast. This is a podcast where
We dump
where
media.
we dump media, where we basically just talk about all the media we consumed over the past 2 weeks. We say 2 weeks because we do this every 2 weeks instead of once a week because that's too much work. And usually we have a bunch of topics we go through. And the first topic is board games. Nick, I'll tell you, played one board game. Well, we played four of us, where we played first to win 2 games of Coup, and then each of us won a game of Coup until I can't remember who won. Somebody won. And then we finished playing Forgotten Waters. Do you remember me talking about that game? That's pretty cool. It's already been open. It's this really cool storytelling game where basically you flip over page, and then everybody really quickly chooses the action they want to take, and then those actions help you increase your points and whatever and stuff like that. And it's kind of more about telling a story than playing a game in some way. But it did end up after one play, it ended up number 49 on my list. That's pretty good, I guess. Right above Stratego. What?
I just had a random light bulb go off in my head. We should make a board game about like a timed board game, like cards and dice.
I like that. We should
board.
make a board game.
We should. Why not? About a crew fixing a sinking ship. Where like something happens. It could be anything, attacked by pirates or hit an iceberg or engine exploded, and you flip cards, and that's like what happens in the next foreseeable few minutes, and you as a crew have to fix the ship and keep it from sinking. So you can pick up items, you can have special abilities, you can roll dice to see if stuff fails or succeeds, but you just keep the ship going until you can get to shore. I feel like that'd be a fun game.
There's probably already a couple of games that kind of do that same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I figured, but it seems like fun.
But you could put your own twist on it.
Yeah, I can't think of any off the top of my head that do not quite
I
exactly
can't.
that.
I know there are games that pretty much do that, but I can't actually think of one specifically right now. Probably heavier. Maybe we do like a lighter game because there's probably some. Or no, am I getting that mixed up?
Heavy or light?
Um,
Because heavy's more mechanics, right?
yeah,
You can do a lighter version with like a hot air
maybe.
balloon.
Or I'm thinking. I don't know which one. No, they're lighter games. I don't know. But there's probably some games like that. I could try and find some.
I mean, there's a handful of games that are similar to each other.
There's a lot of games that are.
Yeah, so I mean, like it could work because you can do different vehicles. Like you do a train, or you could do. I was thinking like a blimp, but that wouldn't work too well. But yeah, like a hot air balloon or something. I just thought it'd be fun.
Yeah.
It just popped in my head as soon as you said. What was that game you were talking about?
Forgotten Waters.
That's
what
what
it's
it
called.
was.
And you have to get enough points for your character to back to the game.
Yeah.
You have to get enough points for your character to. Well, you don't have to. You don't
Yeah.
have to get enough points for your character, but an extra thing is to do a better story or whatever for your character, and you get an extra. So you do extra things to make your character get to max level, even though the level doesn't do anything. It just makes you have a better ending of the story. That's kind of the goal, is just to get a better ending to your story. And I got the best ending for my character. Flynn did not. I think me and Skylar got the best ending, and Skyla and Flynn got the okay ending because they didn't get everything. But it's a really neat game. And that's it. We just finished playing that. Did you play anything?
I played that. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like that this or that trolley game.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember what it was, but
I played that. It was kind of fun.
That is fun. We played it at work.
I think you talked about this like in one of the first couple podcasts we did.
Well, you just got it not too long ago. Maybe like.
No, I saw bullshit. I saw it when I went there.
Well, I'm not saying like in the past few weeks. I mean, I think it was like April.
No, I saw it. I saw it there
Mhm.
when I went there. When me and Skyler showed up for the all nighter.
For the homeless thing.
Yeah.
In February.
Was that was last year?
That wasn't there last year.
It was there. I saw it. I remember looking at it.
We've only played it like 4 times.
Yeah,
so.
I guarantee. Like
Yeah.
I've seen.
We
it.
just never had the time. So. Yeah.
I've definitely remember. I specifically very much remember it being
Mhm.
there and looking at it. And I think maybe I said to you like, "Oh, I played that."
It is fun.
What are you looking at?
Do you have 2 Vitas sitting over there?
Yeah, they're both broken.
God damn it. All right. Yeah, moving on. Just played that. It was pretty fun. We played on our lunch when we have time.
All right.
Literally it.
So
That's quick.
that's board games. Yeah.
That was
We
fast.
just don't. I just don't.
Here we go. Do you want to see if we can speedrun this and
I don't
get it
have
under
enough
45 minutes?
Maybe. Just don't
Okay.
have enough time.
Video games. What'd you play?
Video games.
Did you play anything?
Do you remember my goal from what I said last time?
Play video games?
Just play more video games.
Yeah,
I did not.
I know.
I just can't. No, I just. Well, that's not specifically true for board games and video games.
Mm-hmm.
Not last week, but the week before that, I
Mhm.
played a lot of online chess.
Yeah, I forgot to bring it up. I remember that.
And a lot. And eventually, well, I was like, I've still played almost every day. I'll just play a couple games, but I'm like, I had to stop playing it so much just because you have a rank on chess.com and my rank was not going up at all. And I was like, I've played like a couple hundred games and my rank has basically just stayed the same. And I'm like, that's very discouraging that I'm not actually getting better.
Yeah.
I'm just winning a cut. Like sometimes I'll do like a really good play and I'm like, oh my god, it's amazing. And then I'll play again and I'm like, that was fucking terrible.
But that's how chess works. You
Yeah,
know?
so eventually so I had to like just stop. I was like, stop playing. So I just stopped.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stop playing so much chess. What'd you play beside? You got Call of Duty?
I think I got it last Sunday, if I remember correctly, or Monday. I'm not 100%. And I've just been pretty much playing that or Days Gone. I'm almost finished with Days Gone.
Oh,
though.
Days. I forgot you were playing Days Gone.
It's pretty fun. I really wish that game was 2-player. It would be so much more fun if it was 2-player.
Did you ever play a Dark Cloud again?
I booted it up and then short story long, no. I booted it up and I was looking at it and I was like going through my inventory and I was like, I kind of feel like playing Days Gone. And I went back to playing Days Gone.
Nice.
I'm gonna finish it. There's other things I don't want
Yeah.
to play right now.
I'm going to play Modern Warfare 2 Story on Veteran
I played
like this week.
I played Modern Warfare 3's on Harden.
I heard it was like 3 hours.
I mean, I played it on Harden, so it took me longer. It is short because it is a glorified DLC. Anyone that's shitting on that campaign is just a sore loser. The campaign is actually pretty good.
Short, but really fucking good.
I wouldn't say really good, but a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's the worst," and it's like, it's not. It's good.
What's the worst campaign, do you think? Probably Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
We have this as a list. Wait, we did this list.
Let's flash over there
What
real
did we
quick.
do? Yeah. Here's a card. Huh?
I
I never do the cards.
Yeah. There we go.
What did we decide was the worst?
I think we said Vanguard. Like we said, it wasn't that it was bad. It was that everything else was better.
Yeah, I gotta look at it. I have to.
we can pause here for a second.
I'm just gonna keep thinking about it the entire time we're sitting here. Yeah, but I'm excited. I haven't bought it, but there's just not really a point for me to buy it right now because I don't play any fucking video games.
Well, the zombies matches are like Warzone. I don't know. I'll wait to bring it up.
No,
What?
you can bring it up. My
sure?
phone won't connect to
okay.
YouTube.
I got it just for the zombies,
Basically.
pretty much. Like, I've played a handful of multiplayer, and it's just not good. So they decided to take the Warzone maps
Yeah.
and make them into zombies maps, which is actually pretty fun. You deploy with 45 minutes, and once the timer runs out, the zone starts to get smaller, technically bigger.
Okay, I don't know. I was wondering about the zones, how that
Yeah.
worked.
There's a section where there's a specific zombie called the Stormcaller, I think, where it just creates a giant acid rain cloud that starts taking over the map. So it's like,
Okay.
yeah, you can be in the zone, but it's acid rain. It'll melt you. So you have to get to an exfil point. So after 45 minutes, you have another 15 to get to the last exfil. And it progressively like makes the map smaller and smaller. And the zombies that spawn in the zone are stronger. So
Okay.
it's better to just haul ass to the last zone. But the size of the map and what you can do, it's pretty good because it's a Warzone map. You never really like, I don't know what to do. There's a bunch of shit to do. You have a bunch of contracts. You have mercenaries you can go hunt down, or you can just train up some zombies and shoot them.
You know, I was literally about to say, like, is it like a little bit boring though, being on such? I was about to say this, a little bit boring being on such a big map with all those zombies, but then I was like, isn't it more boring to be on a small map with all those zombies?
The
I
issue,
was like,
the issue you have is on a small map with like 60 zombies, they're on top of you constantly. On a map this big, 60 zombies is nothing.
Yeah.
Honestly, you'll like walk into a house and there's like 10 zombies in the house. You clear it, and then a few more will spawn outside and like try to sneak up behind you. So you're never really feeling overrun unless you're doing something or there's like a boss next to you. So the only time you ever really die is the mercenaries who actually shoot back at you.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you just like do some dumb stuff and get caught, because they know they can't just shove 200 zombies at you. You know, they can't scale up because the map is huge.
Yeah.
So the zombies just do more damage. Now, since it's a Warzone map,
that's interesting because that's like opposite of what
yeah,
zombies has been.
You would think like
Zombies have never done more. The normal zombies have never done more damage. They've always just done the same amount of damage. It's just the most amount. So it's a little bit different.
It's a little different because you can get like armor, obviously, because it's a Warzone map. So when you play it up with armor, even if you have a full like 3 plates, 4 zombies can take you out.
Okay.
You know, 5 zombies. You know, it doesn't really add too much. It does feel like Cold War zombies, where they're just like, if you get caught in a corner, you kind of like panic a little bit. You're like, oh shit, they're gonna beat the shit out of me. But the way they cover the system, because it's a Warzone map, you can get like self-res, or anyone else can come pick you up if you wait. You know, you'll still lose your perks if you completely die out, but somebody can still pick you up and you can go get your stuff again. So the only time I've ever actually like died out is if I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere playing solo and I look at the map and the next closest person is like 800 meters away. I'm like,
how many people are there though?
I think 30.
Okay.
But it is a giant map. It's maybe like corner to corner, 2 kilometers, which you don't think is a lot. But when you have to go from one corner to another, it sucks.
Well, one thing I learned from the Division, everything is 0.2 kilometers away. So
Yeah.
so that's not that far.
No.
All right.
But that's 0.2, not 2.
Yeah. I just wanted to bring that up.
No, I get it.
So going back to our
Campaign tier list.
Mm-hmm. This was both of ours, right?
Yes.
So in order.
Go ahead.
From first to last.
No. Just give him the worst. We want him to go watch the video.
I want to do though, but I want to do it though.
Okay.
Okay, we had 4 in S tier in this order. We had a Modern Warfare 2, World of War, Black Ops 2.
Just those 3?
Those 4.
Those 4? You said
Modern Warfare 2.
That's what it was. I missed
World
the
of
first
War, Black Ops 2. And then in A we had Ghost and Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
Then we had in B we had Infinite Warfare, MW3, Cold War, MW2, World War II, Reboot Modern Warfare. In C tier, we had Vanguard, the original Modern Warfare, Black Ops 3, and then Black Ops 4 is a D tier. D tier is a joke. So I guess the worst campaign we thought was Black Ops 3.
Which I think I
still like that campaign.
I think I bumped it up because I really liked it. I think I bumped it up if I remember correctly.
What's at the very bottom of the?
Yeah, I think it was going to be in the very bottom.
You think it was going to be with Black Ops 4?
I think that's where we were going to put it. I don't remember the video. We should go watch it sometime.
Hey. Watch it. Tell us in the comments.
Tell us what you think about that video on this video.
Yeah, put your tier list in the comments.
Yeah, send us a link to your tier list.
Yeah. So.
Hey, we should do that.
What?
We should put the tier list
in the video.
We should put the tier list outline in the description. So if somebody else wants to do it.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to start doing that now.
I think that's what other people do.
Yeah.
That's probably what professionals do who actually
we're not professional.
make money off of this.
Yeah.
I've only lost thousands of dollars doing YouTube videos. Yes,
so back to video games.
Back to video games.
Hey,
I will play Modern Warfare 2 campaign on veteran. I will do it.
I want to. I just don't have the time. The only reason why I did it on hardened for Modern Warfare 3 is because I knew it was only 3 hours.
So you don't have the time, but you got time to play zombies for who knows how long?
It's a 45-minute round, and then I go do something else. So I'm not gonna play it 45 minutes at a time.
You're like, I've been playing a lot.
That's a lot, dude. Sitting down and wasting an hour. I don't have time.
Dude, if this place, if my house was just I had just clean, I could just play video games.
Yeah. Same.
Just have so much stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, is that it?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, movies. I can't remember I can't fucking remember the second. I watched 2 movies. I can't fucking remember one of them. But I watched Edge of Tomorrow again.
That's a good one.
Great fucking movie, dude.
That's a great
Love
one.
that movie. So good.
Mm-hmm.
That's Tom Cruise, and he's reliving the same day over and over again with the alien invasion. And it's a really good movie. You should watch it.
Yeah, it's like Groundhog Day with guns.
Yeah, I can't now. I watched another movie and I can't remember. That's it. 2 movies. One Edge of Tomorrow. The other one I can't remember.
One's a mystery. Put it in the comments.
Boy, I can't remember what it was.
I watched Friday on my phone at work.
Ice Cube Friday?
Yeah. It was pretty fun.
Pretty good?
Yeah. Did you hear that story about him on a plane?
Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
Dude, my boy Roger at work, he's like, "Well, you seen Friday?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Man, uncultured." He's like, you're an uncultured swine. I was like, I want to watch it. I just haven't watched it.
It's a good movie.
It's honestly, I don't really watch, by myself. I never really pick a comedy to watch. I just don't
want to laugh with other people.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't really know why. I've watched comedies by myself. I remember I watched Get Hard. I was like, I'm gonna watch this. I just watched it by myself.
I don't think I ever finished that movie.
It was funny.
I hear it's great. I just never.
It was funny. It was kind of dumb, but I mean, it's just you just watch Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart be funny. That's you don't care about the story. You just watch those 2 be funny, and that's the movie. They basically just improv the whole movie just being funny. It's worth it.
I feel that.
But I just generally don't really click on comedies to just watch it while I'm sitting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch this comedy. I don't know. I just don't do that. So there's maybe some. But I feel but I love comedies. I don't know.
Yeah. They're better when you have somebody to laugh with.
Yeah. Yeah. But then me and Skylar spend so little time together that I'm like, I'm not gonna watch some random comedy movie.
Yeah, because if it sucks, it's your fault.
With her, yeah.
Women.
So how was Friday?
It's pretty funny. I like it.
Is that what about you? Want to go watch the next one?
When am I gonna watch the next one?
Yeah, you gotta watch the next one.
I'm gonna watch it next week.
You gonna watch it the Friday after next one?
Yeah, probably the week after. Yeah.
Any other movies?
I don't think so. Mostly shows. I say mostly.
Go to bed. Stop it. Dumbass dog. All right, TV shows. You got a list?
Kinda.
Okay, let me go first because it's
Go
short.
for it.
The only thing I've been doing is skimming through all the episodes of Cold Case, and I've actually this week. So, dude, it's such a great fucking show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably just gonna get through the whole series. I've watched over half of them now, so I might as well finish. Some of them I watched almost the whole episode, and some of them I'll watch 5 minutes because I'm like,
Already seen this one. Yeah.
well, it's like if I remember the killer right away, then I'm like,
Not as fun.
yeah, kind of. But it's more just about like the story of it, you know.
Yeah.
And so 2 weeks ago I didn't watch a single episode of South Park the whole week, but this week I've tried to watch at least one episode every day.
What season are you on? 6?
I'm on season 6.
Okay.
So I was like one day I watched 4 episodes. One day I was like, I'm watching South Park, but I was in the mood. And then but the problem is, the next day I'm like, I'm really in the mood to skim through an old episode of Cold Case, you know.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
And then I rewatched like the pilot of Fringe just for fun. I skimmed through it. I like pilots. Sometimes I just go back and just watch pilots.
I feel like that's when the show is trying the hardest.
Yeah.
Because if you can't grab people with the first episode of the show,
yeah,
you kind of set yourself
like
up
Lost
failure.
is the greatest pilot ever made. Heroes pilot is great too.
Never watched either of them.
You should just watch just the pilot.
No, because then it'll probably get me to watch the show.
Glee's pilot is great too. It's so good.
Never mind.
So not on topic of TV shows, but off topic of our TV shows. I was just talking to Skylar about this last night. There's like if you're like want to write movies or TV or whatever, they say one of the things that they tell you is like to study the pilot of Cheers, because that's considered to be a perfect pilot. I don't know if you've heard of this.
I think I've heard.
So if you like watch the pilot of Cheers, apparently it like sets up everything perfectly, every character perfectly, the dynamic of the main of like it just sets it up so perfect for the whole show. Apparently it's perfect. I haven't seen it either. I've seen some clips, I think. And it sets like it's like the classic where like Skylar's like she's like I never watched fucking Cheers. I was like I never watched it either. Maybe I've seen a couple episodes here and there, but it has not really. Is like it has the classic thing where it's like one chick is I think she's engaged and then during the episode she like leaves her fiance and then comes and works at the bar and then the two main characters have like a love thing. And then it's like but then like she leaves after 4 seasons. And then the show goes on for like 5 more seasons or something like that.
Okay.
So then it like switches. Then it like it's basically a show about those two, and then it kind of switches. I think, and then it kind of switches to like
it does.
It does. Fuck you. Then it kind of switches to like an ensemble.
Yeah.
Type thing, just a classic comedy instead of like between those two. I think.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of Cheers knowledge for you. All right. What you been watching, dude? I miss. Hold on. I miss Kenny.
Like our Kenny or South Park Kenny?
South Park Kenny.
Oh. Oh, you're in that season where he doesn't exist?
Yeah. Like, oh.
He'll be back eventually.
He exists.
Yeah.
They're like, Butters, you fucking suck. We wish Kenny was here.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'll make you. Dude, he's like, so I'm like cracking up. He's like, I'll make you eat your parents. I'm like laughing. I'm like,
That's cool.
Hey, fuck you. I'll make you eat your parents.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I'm finding the sorry, I keep interrupting.
No, go for it. I haven't even said anything.
Yeah. I keep seeing I love like season 6/5 had a bunch of the quotes that I've heard like it was like my name's Butters and I'm a little pussy because I want to help my friends make money.
Man, you're actually pretty good at that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then guess what's in my backyard? 33 aborted fetuses.
Yeah.
What?
I told you when you first started watching South Park. I told you just start with like season 5.
Dude,
just skip the rest of that stuff.
Dude, whatever episode with
a
a condom, he's like, "Why do you have a condom?" That was fucking funny. He's like, "I'm just readjusting. He's like, "What was it, Eric?" Or he's like, "Eric, what the hell are you doing?" Just readjusting my condom. Why do you have a condom on?
Yeah.
Oh man,
that's
those are
great.
funny. All right, go. I'm done.
So I watched season 2 of The Bear. It's Jeremy Allen White's show. It is so fucking good. The way they've set up this season, because the first season's all about the restaurant and like. In case she meows.
Say hi.
She's like, "There's hash brown here all
Yeah.
over it."
Yeah, there is.
The first season is all about the restaurant and like the main character's development and kind of showing you who the other characters are. The second season is just about the other characters and the evolution of the restaurant and just watching how stressful it is. There it is. Watching how stressful it is and like watching them somewhat fall apart is it's so great. I love it. Also finished. I don't know if I finished it last time. I started and finished season 2 of Shorzy, and I'm in love with that show. It's so funny. Like if you want, I don't know, Canadian humor, I guess technically,
What was it?
or hockey,
How do you say?
Canadian,
There you go.
Canadian humor or hockey. It's a great show for it. Because the way they chirp at each other in hockey, it's just that, but off the ice. So the amount of like elaborate shit talking is phenomenal.
Dude, did you hear about that? Like a literally happening professional player got his fucking neck cut by.
I watched the video, yeah.
And he fucking died.
Yep, didn't even make it off the ice.
That's fucking crazy.
Yep. You know what's even crazier?
What?
They're probably not going to arrest him because it happened in the UK, and the league is different there.
Wait, was it? What do you mean? Was it on purpose?
Yeah. I
What?
watched the video. The guy, we'll say he's like 20, 30 feet away. He skates up at him and just kicks him in the neck. Yeah. It was
That's
deliberate.
murder.
Technically, yeah. But due to the contract they have in the UK, to sign up, there's a waiver. You basically state that you know you can potentially get maimed or grievously injured or potentially even killed. So when you step on the ice, it's your life in your own hands. Now, they're trying to use that as a scapegoat to not bring down the league, but they're probably going to ban that player. He's probably not going to get arrested, but they're going to ban that player. That's the extent of murdering somebody. Yeah.
You can murder anybody and get a fucking. There's
Oh, yeah.
thousands of murderers out there who didn't spend. Who just walking free.
Yeah, but caught live on TV. Like,
Dude, this
they
guy
know it was
in,
him.
This guy in Colombia killed 300 children,
Nice.
and he's 20 years in prison. They let him out.
Nice.
300.
What a KD, dude.
And they let him out of prison. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my fucking life. 20 years, they're like, you're good to go. 300.
Man, fuck them kids. Nah, it sucks they didn't just whack him in jail. But that's on them, you know? So back to TV shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to stop watching Boondocks.
Why? Were you going to say the N-word?
No, it was making too much sense. I was like, I can't do it. It's making too much sense. Like, these are supposed to be jokes, but they're too true and it hurts.
Like what? Name one.
I can't.
Should we call Jessica and have her name one?
No. No.
Because she's black.
Yeah. I figured they got that by now. We've only said it in every episode.
Have we?
Pretty much. No, it's just stuff like, I don't want to say how society, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like how egregious anyone who's not white gets treated.
True.
And it's like, man,
This
is supposed to be
we
a joke.
walking from work, and it's me and a Mexican guy
Mhm.
and a Fijian.
Fijian?
Yeah. Right? Oh, wait, shit. One of those.
Is he Fijian?
Ah, shit. And I was like just gonna cross the street or whatever, and they were like, I was like, come on. I was like, start walking, and they're like, no, we'll wait. And I was like, come on, guys, let's cross the street. And they're like, no, man, that might be a cop over there.
Yeah.
I was like, who gives a fuck? They're not gonna arrest us. It's fucking 1 a.m. There's no cars here. We can cross the street. They were like, I was like, they decriminalized fucking jaywalking. They're like, they still pull you over. I'm like, they're not gonna pull me over. They're not gonna pull us over. I was like, come on, guys. They're like, man, we gotta be careful. And I was like, oh well, I'm white, so you know it's fine. And they were both like, that's true. You go ahead, Dom. We'll wait here. They're like, oh fuck, you right.
Oh.
Both of them were like, shit, you right, Tom. Fuck.
I told you about the whole like noise outside the apartment thing, right?
Yes, but I don't remember.
There was some like yelling or like door slamming or something. So I walked over to the peephole and Jess was like, "Get away from there!"
Like a white
and I was
people
like,
shit.
"Why? I just want to see." And he was like, "That's some white people shit." And I was like,
"You're like, fuck,
yeah,
right, kind of, yeah."
Like, of course I'm nosy as shit, but it's also like, this is my house. Like,
dude, I love those those memes where people are like, it's like stuff going on. Like neighbors yelling across the street, so then they're like pretending to sweep, like they're like sweeping the lawn.
There's like, huh?
There's one where like there's a bunch of cops in front of a house, and there's like 30 cops in front of that house or whatever, and they're like, and somebody's in like that driveway washing a car. Have you seen that one? They're like washing the car, like all these 30 cops right there. I was like fucking white people.
Great day.
I was like, I was a white. I was like fucking white people shit.
Oh yeah. There was one I saw. It was like outside of a barber shop, and you just hear you like yelling or whatever, and they like fucking wheel a chair out there. They have every, and the guy's like watching sweeping, and the broom's not even touching the ground.
Yeah,
I was like, that's great. I love those.
All right, is that all TV shows?
Pretty much. Oh, actually, I started watching Loki. Again, season 2. I'm so pissed. It's only 6 episodes. I'm halfway through the season already.
Yeah,
it's such a good show. I love the writing for it, and the acting is phenomenal.
Yeah, still never seen it. I will someday.
You should honestly watch season 1. Just watch season 1, and then,
I know, and we have the villainous like
yeah.
we have a villainous with like Loki from the show, and it like references the show a whole bunch, and I'm just like,
it's gonna make so much sense.
And we're like, haven't seen it.
I really think you'll love it. There's a scene where they talk about like people's variants or their like true selves on the timelines, and I was telling Jess because Owen Wilson's in it, and they talk about how like, oh, you were kidnapped from the timeline. He's like, I don't care, this is my life, whatever. And I paused and I leaned over, like, what if they just kidnapped Owen Wilson and erased his memory? Because what was he in before this? And we're like, oh shit. What was he in before this?
Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, but like, how long ago was that? It's like, where did he go for like 7 years? It's great though. It's such a good show. Very upset about it.
All right, on to sports? ? Packers won.
Yep, by like what, 3?
3.
I just saw that.
Canucks won.
Have a great record right now. They're tied with the Las Vegas Knights.
Thank God the Bills are winning.
They're gonna lose though to the Jets.
Probably not. And the Niners are winning.
See, John got a sack last week.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Against the Raiders. Yeah.
Nice.
Smacked the shit out of them.
When I tell you that I did not want to go to work once when the Broncos beat the Bills, when I tell you I was like, how am I gonna show my face to Brandon at work, because he's a diehard Broncos fan, like watches every game. Oh, you mean the one
we called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And around the office, I'm known as the Bills guy. My guy Carl got me made me a shirt with the fucking bit says like Bills and has like a Bills logo on it. I didn't ask for it; he just made it for me. And when I tell you, I walked into that office, I put my hat down and I did not look him in the eyes for the first like 15 minutes of work.
That's great.
When I tell you I walked past him and he went, "Hey Dom," and I ignored him, put my stuff on my desk, and walked out.
That's great.
And then like.
To be fair, you called him.
And then knocked the markers out of his hand. I was like, "Get the fuck out of here."
You called him while we were on the podcast to talk some
yeah,
shit. So,
but it was funny.
Yeah.
He didn't call me to talk shit. Because they only won because the Bills had 12 men on the field. Yeah. Did you see what happened?
I did not. I don't watch football.
So they kicked.
Hockey.
So the Broncos missed the kick, but the Bills had 12 men on the field, so they got 10 yards and kick it again. And then they made it and they lost.
Such a dumb one. Somebody's getting reamed.
And they fired their offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Because it's the coaching. It's not the players.
Yeah, I believe that.
It's the fucking coaching. I'm telling you that right now.
Well, that's how Green Bay was like 2 or 3 years after they won the Super Bowl. Is McCarthy was just
fucking trash.
Yep. Moving Matthews to inside.
He's been trash since like 2 years after they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He's been terrible. He's been terrible with the Cowboys. The only reason they're this good is because they have so much talent. If they had a good coach, they'd win the Super Bowl. But they don't. They got a bad coach. It's the coaching. It's the Bills need to fire They fired their offensive coordinator. They need to fire their head coach too. He needs to go, because his culture is not up to par, and also whoever the special teams guy, you got to not have 12 men on the field for the last play of the game.
Yeah.
Go ahead field goal with 0 seconds on the clock. You can't do that. And they don't. And see, the thing is, their defense hasn't been as good as they thought. And a big reason, I guarantee you, is because the head coach is calling the defensive plays.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That's stupid.
Well, I mean, it works for Belichick.
That's Bill. Hey,
but he's also
Sean McDermott. You're not Bill Belichick.
I was gonna say,
in case you're wondering,
Belichick's been doing that his whole career.
You're not Belichick or fucking Sean Payton or fucking Mike Tomlin. You're not there with those guys. You're not. Hate to break it to you.
There's something to be said about a really good defensive-minded coach, because usually an offensive coordinator or a quarterback can kind of run the field on offense.
Yeah.
But there isn't really somebody to do that for defense. So having a defensive-minded coach.
Oh, and also the Bills lost their middle linebacker, who's the quarterback of the defense.
Yeah.
Lost him, and apparently that was fucking devastating to their entire defense, and they don't know what the fuck to do. Whoever is second in charge can't do the job. Is fucking trashed. This backup can't be middle linebacker has been like. Apparently, Matt Milano. He was he was like one of the best in the league. Might have been the best middle linebacker in the league, and they lost him, and nobody's been able to step up. I guess from what I see.
Yeah.
But John got a sack.
Nice. Oh, in football news, do you know about the college that kind of invented the huddle?
No.
So the college that started it, I can't remember off the top of my head the name of the college, but the reason they did, because usually they would just kind of like, get together on their respective sides of the field, and they would just kind of talk about what play they're going to run.
I've changed my mind.
Yeah. They talked about what play they were going to run, but sometimes the other team could hear it. Well, this specific college is for hearing impaired players, so they huddled and they would sign. Yeah.
That's cool.
And then it transitioned to a lot more teams huddling, so they couldn't tell what plays were coming.
Have you seen those videos where like it's basketball and then one of the other people from the other team is there in their huddle?
Oh yeah, I've seen a few of
those. Those are fucking hilarious. I've seen a few of those. Dude, the coach I've seen some of the coach looks that guy in the eye. Mm-hmm. He's like,
yeah.
And the guy's like, yep. And then they go break it. He's like, break, got it. And he goes to the other team.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
So can I get back to what I was saying?
Yeah.
Well, one of the issues they're having, especially with hearing impaired, is if the coach needs to change the play on the field, he can't alert the team without like throwing something out there or getting a ref, because there's no way to like communicate with them when they're focused and they can't see the coach. So a company has developed an augmented reality HUD for the helmet so that they can show them on a tiny screen on the inside of their visor what plays they should be running.
They just got the thing in their arm.
True, but if the coach needs to change to
Oh,
play,
we can't hear.
yeah. So they put.
They'd
like,
have to do all like hard counts. They can't. Can you even do an audible?
Technically, no.
You'd have to
Maybe?
like be like you have to look at me the entire time in case I
Yeah.
get the signal. Like
Yeah.
like
It's
you
a lot of,
can't
like,
look forward.
peripheral, yeah.
You have to be looking at me in case I get. And the signal's just got to be like the foot.
Yeah. Or like a tap or something.
Yeah, they gotta have some. They gotta just have
there's some-
shorthand for
yeah.
the. I guess you could do that.
But they're putting.
You'd have to go to the offensive line and like I don't know how you would tell. You would like. I'm just wondering how you would do that. You'd have to like
Watch a game.
You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to like
Watch the game.
do like the right like a certain amount of taps or whatever.
Yeah.
You'd be like 3 would be like go to the right.
Yeah.
And then 2 would be like left.
Or like where you tap. You know.
Yeah, maybe you tap like in the middle and then like okay
Yeah.
switch over here, or you tap like
Something.
you'd be like
Tap on the helmet. Something.
oh yeah, you helmet back like this and then they're like
Kinda like
oh, got
baseball.
it. Yeah.
You know. Well, they were having trouble because like the coaching staff couldn't communicate with the players on the field, so they put these like 2-inch by 2-inch or 1-inch by 1-inch screens in their helmet, so they can just kind of look at it, and all of the offensive players have them. They're like $7,000 helmets.
Yeah, I fucking bet, dude.
I think Intel was the one that manufactured them, and they donated the first round for free for testing, but it also tests the impacts for the helmets. So that's kind of how they like slid everything in. But it's gonna change fucking everything, dude. I'm so excited to see what they do with it. Because it means that everyone will automatically get the information all at once.
Did you know some anonymous NFL player got fined $50,000 for faking a concussion?
Oh, no.
But they did rescind it,
Yeah.
and nobody knows who that is. You could probably find out if you looked it up enough. Got some sources, but
That's
apparently that happened.
nasty.
I don't know why you would fake a concussion. That's fucked up because
Concussion timeout? Like an injury timeout? That
yeah,
could be
but
the
you
only
just go to
thing.
the tent and then you're away. You know what I mean? So that doesn't really affect the people.
I mean,
that much.
if it depends on how long they stayed on the field. Like if they had to be carded.
yeah, you could be like,
If you're
I'm
wobbling.
dizzy.
If you can slow the game down for another 40 seconds, people have done way worse,
Yeah, Belichick does that a lot. He's like cramp. So they're like, oh, cramp, and then they're back on the field. They're offered 2 plays. They're back on the field. Oh, I feel better.
Yeah.
That should definitely not be allowed.
Hey, how many times have you gotten a cramp and it's over in like 30 seconds?
No, I don't give a fuck.
They should at least sit out like.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't be allowed to fake an injury. That's what you should not be allowed to do that.
Hey, soccer's been trying to fucking fight that battle since dawn of time.
Yeah.
I know.
Figure it the fuck out. Your $1 billion business. Figure it the
You
fuck
faked
out.
an injury? We're gonna give you a real one. Give me your ankle.
Yeah.
Just snap.
See, my response to that is like, well, you made fucking I don't know $20 billion last year. Figure it the fuck out.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't care. Fucking. Well, it's hard. Figure it out.
Hmm?
You're billionaires. Like,
Some.
What?
Like if John broke his knee right now, he'd be pretty bummed.
no, I meant the owners
Okay, yeah.
and people in charge.
Yeah. I think the owners should be fined, not the players, because a lot of times they're just following orders.
Yeah.
Like it's, hey, go fake this injury or I'm benching you. It's like, I guess I'm doing this.
Yep. So in basketball news, De'Aaron Fox for the Kings. So he was out for a few weeks, and he's back. And I think in the 3 games he's been back, he's averaging like 33 points. And they're 3-0, something like that. So
There was something.
let's go Fox. We saw the beam, dude. We downtown. We see the beam all the time.
Nice.
He's like Brandon. He's like Brandon. He's like a big Kings fan. He watches the games. He talks about them all the time. And we're like walking. He's like, "Hey Dom, you see that? You see that? Kings!" And I was like, "Brandon, I root for the Kings too." Well, I was like, "Brandon, you got to be so insufferable about the Broncos, or I'm gonna start rooting against the Kings." Okay. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, let's move on.
Moving on.
It's supposed to be short.
No, we're good. We had to stretch a little bit.
YouTube.
YouTube.
Honestly, I watched a lot of Smosh compilations. Some of that shit's fucking funny, dude.
I get it.
Hilarious. Yeah. Some of their shit is so fucking funny. Have you seen the views, at least on YouTube, for a dog bark? I looked at the views. Not good. They're getting like 12.
I haven't subbed.
Yeah, they're getting like 12,000.
Yeah.
Like 10,000, 9,000. I'm like, that's not good, dude. Like, maybe on the site they're getting a whole bunch, but I don't know. You look at like Smosh and like at least one of their videos at least once. Oh, one of every like 6 videos or whatever reaches 1 million.
Yeah.
And every video has about over 600,000. It's like, man, you look at that, and then you look at like fucking dog.
So
I saw. Well, I just want to say one thing.
Yeah.
I saw somebody post on Reddit. They were like, "Dog Bark is just like Achievement Hunter, except with worse content, worse acting, and worse editing."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I bet that's true. Haven't seen it, but I bet that's true.
Yeah.
Because other people are commenting like, the editing's been fucking terrible.
Oh,
Because I'm assuming they're doing their own editing.
Yeah.
Something like that. They're downsizing it a bunch, but they're not like professional editors. So it's like,
not anymore. They used to edit their videos, but you gotta think, like, when was the last time Michael edited a video?
probably hasn't in a long time.
It's what, 2014?
I know Alfredo was editing. I remember watching videos. He's in the background editing, but he
Yeah.
probably hasn't edited in a couple of years.
Yeah, I figure once you get kind of like main cast, you just push that off on somebody smaller.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. Honestly, I wanted to give it a fair shake. I hate where they're going. I hate what they've
some
done.
of the titles and the. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Some of the titles.
I feel like I'm interrupting you.
No, go for it.
Some of the titles, as I was like, these look stupid. These titles look dumb. And then their whatever it's called, the picture. What's the picture called?
The
Thumbnail. There.
Okay.
And their thumbnails, I hate their thumbnails. Like every one of them so much.
Yeah.
They're all like super colorful and bright. I'm like, get the fuck out. But I haven't watched it. Maybe their shit's funny. I don't know. But I literally just clicked on the views just to look at the videos.
Yeah.
See how they were doing. It's like, ooh. They only have like 60,000 subscribers too. It's like, ooh.
It's kind of crazy. I feel like they have to be getting money from the site. But what I was thinking was,
yeah.
Well,
Or they're trying to stick it out for 6 months and see
yeah,
if you can get an audience, because they're probably trying to reach a different audience. I'm assuming.
yeah. I don't like the direction they're going. I don't like the direction the company's going. I don't like most of what they're doing. But as a person who wakes up every day doing something I absolutely fucking hate, I understand them wanting to do something else and doing something they enjoy.
Yeah.
Even if it's at the detriment of, like, the fans aren't as happy. I want to say they aren't as happy.
Yeah.
Most of them just, like, have given up. But when you do the same thing over and over the way they were, you gotta think it's, like, it's so exhausting, you know?
Yeah, I could see, like, there's, like, different ways to look at it.
Yeah.
Because, I just remember one guy posting something or whatever. And they were like, you expect them to come into work and just do the same thing day after day? And somebody comments, yeah, that's how a company works.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's fair.
But it is how a company works. But that's not how entertainment works.
But that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Is like, that is like a fair thing. Look at it. It's like, play the fucking, like,
Yeah.
play the video games. You know, they're like,
Yeah.
they're just going to do the same thing day after day. It's like, yeah, I do the same thing day after day.
Yeah.
How come they can't do the same thing day after day? But it is different when you're an entertainer. You
Yeah.
have to like be happy,
Yeah.
kind of, and you have to like be energetic and like want to do stuff, and that makes you produce better content and be funnier.
Yeah.
But I could also totally get, but I also totally see the other side where it's like, just like that you're a company, do your job.
Yeah.
Your job is to do this. Just do it. Like you're like trying to change the company and change the content when your job isn't to do. Your job is to make good content.
Well, that's also the other thing. Like, you're doing, I would say, comedy 90% of the time.
Yeah.
If you're doing comedy that much, you just start to get desensitized to what's funny, and you need something new to scratch that itch. If it's something that makes you laugh, it might be funny to other people. The older stuff that everyone was loving might not be as funny, and if they stop laughing at it, it doesn't come off as funny as it should. So like if you go watch some of the old Gmod videos, the good ones, and some of those jokes, if you just ignore or like mute or whatever when they laugh at the jokes and think about it, it's like, if I don't hear them laughing, maybe it's not as funny.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't want to do that, you know. They don't want to, you know, break down the joke, but if they're not going to force a laugh. They were doing that for ages and they hated it. So I mean, there's a give and take. I just don't like the direction they're going, but I want them to, you know, put out something. There's a potential to bounce back. I just don't know how long that's gonna take.
I mean, I just shut it down and Restart.
I think they should not necessarily downsize staff.
Shut
They
it-
should downsize what they're doing.
Shut it down. Restart everything.
Yeah, go back to being an indie company. You know.
No, they wanted their money.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. It's like downsize back to an indie company.
We couldn't take the company any higher, dude. Where it could be.
The
Bullshit!
issue-
You wanted money. I don't give a
Exactly.
fuck. Bullshit! You wanted the money. Shut the fuck up.
It stopped being a job that was something entertaining for them to do that they enjoyed every day and got paid, to they're getting paid to do something, whether it's funny or not, or entertaining or not, or exciting or not, you know. They wouldn't go back to getting paid $60,000 a year to do something they love. They're perfectly fine getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to do the equivalent of be a shill. So,
It's companies though.
yeah, that's what I mean. That's the company model now. So,
All right, did you watch anything interesting on YouTube? Which is what we're supposed to be talking about.
I know, right?
Tangents.
Here we go.
We were actually like I've been like looking
We're
at our
getting better.
content. We've
Yeah.
been better at not going breaking off on tangents and staying on topic. And,
Well, let's fucking fix that.
but not this episode.
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of like retrospective videos, mostly about games, obviously, or shows. There was one I started with Red vs. Blue, funny enough, which I guess that's why I was digging so deep into it. Just games that I can't play or played when I was younger, and having somebody break it down and give their opinion on it. Somebody compiled all of the Kingdom Hearts games into one video. Like, they did them individually, but they mashed them up into like a 7-hour long video, and I was like, I can piece this apart. I can do this. It is so hurtful, the shit that they say about that game. It's like, yeah, it's not great anymore, but I mean, it was at some point. Give it a chance.
Keep the heart, Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Dude, my favorite video is Pro ZD. You know what I'm talking about? Pro ZD was like the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer.
I think so.
He's like, I'm the Keyblade Master.
I think
Or
so.
he has two different ones. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm the Keyblade Master. Venmo, you won't get away. And he's like, who the fuck is Venmo? And then it shows Woody. And he's like, oh! He's like, motherfucking Mike Wazowski.
Yeah. No, that game was actually pretty fun. I feel like people are just too critical of stuff like that.
It's just because the story is fucking crazy, dude.
Everybody's so demanding of like, oh, I spent $60 and you have to be perfect. Like, shut up. I'm so over that. It's obnoxious.
All right, we're good. Move on.
Yeah, that's literally all I've been watching, honestly.
Music, podcast, streaming, books.
I got back on Audible, started listening to The Hobbit again. I picked up around the Mirkwood Forest and the Spiders.
Mm-hmm.
That is such a good book.
Yeah, no shit.
It's a great book.
Yeah.
I got some credit, so I'm thinking about seeing if I can find the like 79-hour stream, or the compressed Lord of the Rings, because there's one that trims, I think, like 2 hours off of it, but it is all 3 books mashed into one. So
What do you mean trim? Like it cuts some of the book, or they just speak talker?
they speak talker, yeah. They
Speak talk.
well, because apparently some of the stuff in the book, it from one book to another, there is like a transitional period where they basically re-explain stuff, and it cuts that out because it's all 3 back to back to back. You don't need it. And I guess that's like the equivalent of like an hour and a half or 2 hours, but it is like 70 something hours, like 79 or 74
Yeah,
hours.
that's just so fucking annoying.
So I'm like, yeah, I can do this for the I can probably finish this by February.
Man, problem for me is, like I said before, I'm like a supervisor now, and I gotta be
Switched on.
paying attention.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Damn new people.
Damn life.
Thanks for the shirt, Carl.
Oh, damn new people.
And then the other one got fired. The other 2 got fired, so I'm like,
What other 2?
I'm a 2, and the other 2 got fired.
Oh, I thought you meant 2 people.
You know, so I'm like, now I really have to be in charge.
How did he get fired?
She got fired
He now.
because
Because
I don't know the actual official reason. It was just like
Yeah, we don't like you. Go home. But don't come back.
she was like, well, I guess the last straw was something like she wouldn't mind if I said this. She said something to the boss, like he was getting mad at her or whatever, and she just went, I'm not talking to you, like her boss. So I'm like, I'm not talking to you right now. He's like, yes, you are. She's like, no, I'm not.
Crazy.
I'm not gonna talk to you.
I remember when you
And then
tried
he's like, go home.
I remember when you tried that and Charlie tried to push you into the counter.
He pushed me, yeah.
Yep. That's great.
Should have sued him.
Should have. I was talking to the staff.
I would have won.
I was talking to the staff, and they were like, "Yeah, if they would have let us know that happened, we would have absolutely let him go right there." And I was like, "Damn."
Oh, you
Should've
mean
said
Larry
that.
hiding stuff?
Yeah.
No, I'm glad I stopped work because I might be like you.
Thanks, bud.
Well, I don't know if I would have when it worked at the paintball park, then I never would have met like Marco and everybody.
Yeah, but like, who needs them? They don't even talk to you now anyway.
True. Well, I see Nate.
Yeah.
I saw him yesterday.
Nah, he's one of the cool ones. He's no longer dead. When was the last time you talked to Logan?
It's been about a month because I don't have a phone.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Not meeting anybody.
We're good with our main things. We just got a few wrap up things. We got them written in different colors up there. So those are the main ones, right?
Yeah, red. They won't see it.
Yeah. We got a 32 deck update. Nick, you working your decks at all?
I'm actually taking a small break. I found a website that allows you to make your own cards. So I'm gonna make some fake decks. Actually, a set. I'm gonna do a Harry Potter set.
All right. Indie game. Play it.
It was Rhyme, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I did not beat it, but I did play it.
I kinda.
I saw you were playing it yesterday.
Yeah.
I think you were playing it yesterday.
I
It said you were.
kinda really liked it.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
It was fun. I
It's
like the aesthetic. I like the.
I feel like all the puzzles were really easy.
Yeah.
None of them were like hard. It was
Yeah.
just doing it. But that's kind of indie game like I like. Like it was like nice music. It was just like relaxing. And
Yeah.
Just like do do do. And none of the puzzles were hard, so it was just like do 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 do.
Yeah.
Like it's like a Zool, right? Was that the game? Fuck, whatever it was. The
Abzu?
underwater Abzu. God
Abzu.
damn, dude. Like I remember the first time I played that, I was like, I liked it better the second time I played it. Like I tried to enjoy it more.
Yeah.
I played through it again. I tried to like enjoy it more, and I was like, I actually really like this. And I did like Rhyme. It was fun. Maybe like fun. Like was it like fun? That's not really like the right word to describe it. It was
very
good.
entertaining.
Entertaining. It was good.
Yeah.
I would recommend it. I'd say play it.
It's like a palate cleanser.
Yeah, it
For
wasn't
other
that
games.
long. Puzzles were really easy, like I
What was
said.
it, like 7 hours? 6 hours?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
It was shorter than that. That was 5 hours.
Yeah, I mean, you're very welcome.
But it was. I would play it again, honestly, if I had to. I guess. If I felt like if I
Well, I can
had
go
a
grab-
if I had a shitload of free time, I'd play it
It's
again.
like, go grab the gun, hold it to your head, and you're like, play. And you would have
That
to.
won't kill me.
It hurt a lot.
Just fuck me up though.
You wish it would. Shit, it might turn off half of your brain. You just be a vegetable.
You gonna take care of me?
No. You're a fucking nurse in there, Will.
She's got more important things to do.
I met Abu.
Abu's gonna. Then when he dies and like. All right. So, would you? Anything else to say about it?
Nah, not really.
It's kind of weird. Like, how do you even talk about it? If you don't like it, you can talk about how much you don't like it.
Yeah.
If anything
It does.
interesting
It does a
happened,
lot right.
it like nothing super. It wasn't like soup. I don't know. It was not. It was nice. Just relaxed. Just a nice, simple, relaxing game.
Mm-hmm.
You move so fucking slow. It's so annoying though.
That is kind
It
of.
was annoying the shit out of me. You just move so slow.
Yeah.
Just go faster. Like, just go faster. You know what I mean?
Well, if you don't like it, make your own game.
No.
Yeah, I know, right?
Too much work.
If I had more free time, I would. But right now, I have none. It's frustrating. Can't get anything done.
Why do you have no free time?
There's just too much going on, especially with the holidays. I gotta make 2 turkeys. I gotta make one.
It's like tomorrow.
I gotta make one Wednesday and Thursday. And they want them barbecued, so I gotta barbecue for 4 hours Wednesday and then 4 hours Thursday. And then come home and then go to Friendsgiving on a Friday. And then...
What about Friendsgiving Wednesday?
I can do Wednesday. Because, I mean, I'm taking Wednesday off. I'm working like a half day.
I'm taking Wednesday off too.
Oh, nice.
I'm coming in for one day next week.
Nice.
This week.
I'm gonna go in with the barbecue the turkey, and then go home. I'm making them pay me to be there to barbecue it. And then I'm just 4 hours and I'm gone.
So you barbecue it for work?
Yeah.
Like for who? For them?
Yeah. Because they didn't want to go to somebody's house and then like...
But who's that? Like the workers? Or
the staff, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't invited.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like they're having a Thanksgiving. The staff is?
Yeah. No. Not just the staff. The staff and their families. Like everybody's friends.
So you're making a huge ass turkey?
I'm making
like,
a 14
30
pound,
people.
I'm making a 14 pound turkey for
30 people?
No, way less.
Well, there's 6. It's 5 times 6, right?
There's only 5
average
of us now.
of 5. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I was like averaging like 5 people a family. 4
Youth
people
minister's
a
not going.
4 people a family. So like 20.
Kyle's family's gluten free. Wendy's family's semi gluten free, and it's just Brad, Laura, and their kids. So
that's 4 people.
It's 10 people.
Well, I meant that they're gonna eat but are they gonna eat?
No, there's like
The turkey doesn't have gluten in it.
No.
I was like, wait a minute.
But usually when you season a turkey, what you season it with isn't gluten free usually.
I was like,
also, if you cook anything on a grill that isn't gluten free, you can't like sterilize a grill. Not like that. Not on that level.
like
it's a whole thing. I had to research it.
Brandon at work's fucking vegan, and I was like, "So what do you eat for Thanksgiving?" He's like, "Eh." I was like,
"I mean, a head of lettuce."
I was like, "I mean, you could like come to my house, but it's like, I'm not making you vegan shit."
Yeah. I found out People is vegan.
Who?
People, human. You're vegan.
But vegan's meat.
It's not about meat. It's about consent. It's about what you're eating can't consent to being eaten.
So I could consent to being eaten?
If you...
didn't some guy in Japan serve his balls or something?
I think he served something, but I don't know about his balls.
Yeah, he served his balls, right?
Sure. We'll say he did. Right now.
Uncle Tim serving his balls.
Did you say it was in China?
I said Japan, but...
Oh, okay.
Be like, Kenny, what's your grandpa doing?
Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, well, this was a fun run.
I called Kenny and
Getting
apologize.
canceled now. He doesn't watch this.
No.
He doesn't even check his messages.
I'm going to clip this and send it to him.
Turn it into a short just for him.
All right.
God damn it. Now I'm going to fucking Google it to make sure.
So we're good with the Indie Game Club. Nick, what was the next game you picked? You picked another game already? So we don't spend...
Nom Nom Galaxy.
Nom Nom Galaxy. Let's do it. Nom Nom Galaxy. That's our next indie game. If you want to play along, follow along, and play it. All right, are you looking up... Oh, veganism? I thought you were looking up guys serving his balls.
No. There's a thing on here that says, "Are vegans healthy?" No.
Something you don't get like B12 or something from vegan.
There's a handful of vitamins you don't get.
You gotta, so you have to like, so if you really want to be healthy, you gotta like take those vitamins or something like that.
Yeah. Well, they're saying that
one of them, not B12, right? Because that's in
Monster. Monster's vegan.
Is it?
They don't add anything to it. It's all
what's
chemicals.
taurine though?
Taurine is synthetically created now. It used to be made from animal products. I'll leave it at that.
Taurine. Just animal piss.
No, it's bull semen. But, you know. It's like, what is it, vanilla? Vanilla's not vegan?
Vanilla beans?
Well, vanilla extract.
Oh.
Because part of the flavoring uses animal products.
Interesting.
Yep. But they say clams. Because clams are less intelligent than some plants. Yeah.
Figs aren't vegan?
Nope.
Got wasps in them.
Yep. That's a fun one.
Brian at work was eating fig Newtons. I was like, but those aren't vegan. He's like, I don't care that much. He's like, it's close enough.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So now we're on goals for the next 2 weeks.
What do you plan on doing?
I'm gonna play this Modern Warfare 2 campaign on veteran.
I'm gonna try to be here.
You're gonna try and what?
I'm gonna try to be here. Not walk in front of a fucking bus.
At least go in front of the light rail and make it fun.
I'll beat Pavel.
He went to the side. You gotta do the same thing as Pavel and run into the side of it.
I'll run into the other side and we'll get matching opposing scars.
That'd be so cute. That'd be so cute. You like look at your scars and you're like put your heads together and the scars are like touching. You're like, can I join? I got a scar right here.
Me and Jess do this super gross thing. She says it's super gross. I think it's fucking hilarious. She walked up and she's like, "Give me a kiss." I was like, "No," because I was frustrated with her. And she's like, "Give me a kiss." I was like, "All right." So I walked up and touched our belly buttons together. I was like, "Yeah, it's a kiss for our first mouths." And she's like, "Never do that again." And I was like, "I'm only gonna do that now when I'm mad at you."
Did you like make like a...
No, I didn't fucking like. Ugh. No, I just walked.
You
up
didn't like
and
stick it out,
boop.
make it an outie, just touch
No,
it.
I was worried that they would suction cup together and we wouldn't be able to pull ourselves apart.
Dude, you imagine like two outie belly buttons like poking each other? They'd be like this, like.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop. No.
You think there's a fetish for like sucking on outie belly buttons?
You could start that sentence. You think there's a fetish? Yes. Yes.
Dude, I was like, Skylar, thank God you have an innie belly button because this might just not work. You got an outie.
Oh god.
I might just have to call this off.
If she gets pregnant, she will. Most likely.
Push it back in.
No, it's like the turkey timer. It'll let you know when she's
No,
done
it's
baking.
done.
Oh man.
It's like, hey, it's been a good ride.
Yep. Getting canceled now. Oh man.
Someday, I'm
Someday.
gonna become a famous politician, and I would pay someone.
I thought you were gonna say super racist.
Hey,
I was like, that's on track.
no, hey, go through my old YouTube videos and fucking find shit that you gotta cut out.
Oh, just burn the channel down. Oh man.
Yep. All right.
That's
You
fun.
got any more goals besides don't kill yourself or don't die? Technically, you could just die.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
like it not be your fault.
No, I'm not gonna kill myself. No, that's rude.
You said step in front of a train by accident.
Yeah, it's more like I'm not gonna like do it to myself, but if something happens, I wouldn't be upset by it. You know.
Can I have the gun?
That one? Yeah. No. That one's gotta go to Jess because she doesn't like real guns. You can have one of the
Can I
real
have
guns.
one of the real guns?
Yeah. You can have one of the real guns.
It's on camera.
But I'm gonna pick one.
Well, how will you pick? You pick
I'll fucking pick it in advance. It's like, oh no. I'll write it down. I gotta decide. You know, I don't want to
get
give
your other guns. Your mom?
What?
Who's gonna get the other?
I don't know.
Don't you have
Fucking
two? How many
eBay
guns
them
you
off.
got?
Like,
Two? All right.
The camera's still recording, right? The ATF watches us, right?
All right. Did you say you didn't say a goal? Did you have a goal at all?
That was hell long ago. Sorry. I got an update on Bill Burr's wife flipping off Donald Trump at a UFC event. Finished Loki.
Well, I mean that shouldn't be that hard.
No.
And if you watch it with Jess,
Yeah. I'm only allowed to watch one episode a day. But I'm halfway through it, so I
because
only
then
got
you'll
3
binge it.
Yeah. She likes having something to watch when we have dinner. So.
Yeah, we're watching Hell's Kitchen. Oh, we're watching Hell's Kitchen tonight. Let's fucking go.
About to jump off that balcony.
Dude, it's so good.
I watched that prank that he pulled. With some of the chefs, where they're like, usually, I don't come in here. Your dorms are your own private spaces, but we had security come through and check. Yeah,
he's done a few.
That's so fucked up.
That's hilarious.
I would be pissed. I'd be like, I'm done. Get the fuck out of here. I'm done.
Sure.
He's not that good of a chef anyway.
Sure. I saw somebody post, I think I said this last time. Somebody posted something, they were like, he's one of the best chefs in the entire world of like classic English is what I just said. English cuisine. Like, he's such amazing, fantastic at making English cuisine. But terrible at everything else.
How many English dishes can you name?
I don't fucking know.
I'm thinking like maybe beef Wellington.
Beef Wellington, shepherd's pie.
That's Scottish.
And where's that?
Scotland.
In England? It's in the United Kingdom? Got it. So it's English. But at me, bro. Should have kept your independence, bitches.
Over here blowing out the mic to prove a point.
Back-to-back World War II undefeated champs.
Yeah, but we're about to start another one.
We're not gonna start another one.
Let's be real. It'll be our fault.
I mean, technically, like, Taiwan could start another one, right? But it's like, it's not art. Like, we're just... So technically, we could let them take Taiwan or let them... You know what I mean?
I gotta go back up to the YouTube category.
Alright.
Because I just remembered something. There is something new on YouTube I've been watching. It's not new, but I've gone back to it. Started watching Epic Rap Battles of History again.
Dude, I want to, but I just don't.
Yo, I miss it so much.
They've been making some shorts nowadays talking about...
Yeah.
You seen those? Is that what made you start thinking about it again?
No, I saw Watsky is on tour again. He hasn't put anything out in like 9 months. He's taking a break, I guess, or doing something. But they put out a compilation of all of his characters in a video as like a celebration. Or they tagged their video they put out.
How many videos has he done?
He does... I think he's done 3 or 4. But he's done any of them that have to rap fast with alliteration. So yeah. He's pretty fucking good.
Edgar Allan Poe?
Yep. William Shakespeare.
William Shakespeare.
One of the Doctor Who's. I think those are the 3. Yeah, I think those are the 3. But he's so good. I love him. Do you have a SAC history lesson?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
I have a fun fact.
So the Sacramento Convention Center
had a riot?
Had a riot.
Nice.
A protest.
Well, that made SAC history.
There's some video of it.
You got some video?
No, there was some video.
Shame on you. You could have sold it.
They've taken like pictures of everybody like in their face. Look at these, like, fuck you. Look what you're doing. They're like, I'm not doing it. I'm standing. they're like I work in the kitchen, man.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I make fucking cheese and crackers, dude.
I just put together charcuterie.
Yeah, they're like, I'm a server. I go serve food, man. That's all I do, and I'm not doing shit.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you. He's like, I'm just watching the bathroom, man. I'm just making sure nobody breaks in. So, what's your fact?
As of, I think it was 2014, there was a census taken for the Capitol Park across the street or right behind the Capitol building. There was 26 different species of squirrels. And they decided to put out peanut dispensers so people could feed the squirrels.
Mm-hmm.
It is the only capital to have a diversity of a specific animal like that, which is a very like niche award to get. Yeah, it's like no other capital has a collection of one species like we have of squirrels. It's like that's
interesting.
That's like complimenting us on our rat infestation. So
squirrels are cleaner than rats, though. I'd rather have a squirrel than a rat. Squirrels just like get into bird feeders and fucking put acorns in places.
And eat each other.
Rats will destroy your entire house from the inside out.
So can squirrels.
But they not. I mean,
It's just because they look.
there was
cuter.
a squirrel. Wasn't there a squirrel in the? Where was there? Was a squirrel in the roof?
At the church.
Was that at the church?
Yeah. There's raccoons in the roof.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll walk into one of the buildings and I'll hear them walking inside the walls.
Yep. Oh, there were squirrels at my dad's in the walls, and the dog would like
Bark
Zoe
at 'em.
would like attack the side of the house and be barking at it and like scratch it, trying to get them. Eventually, they left or died or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's 26, but that was almost a
That's
decade ago,
crazy.
so there could be more.
Or less.
Or less. Well, because of COVID, they're probably less.
There's probably more. You mean?
Well, people weren't feeding them. It's like the ducks in the ponds, you know?
A lot of ducks around here.
Yep.
I don't have a joke at the Fortnight. We're on a joke at the Fortnight. Do you have a joke? I could look up a dad joke real quick.
I had one earlier. I even looked it up. I made sure to look it up.
Dad joke of the day. I got
remember.
one random, shitty, terrible joke
Mm-hmm.
coming right up in 1 second. I'm not gonna say that joke. What? These are not good.
I remember the punchline bit of the joke, but I don't remember the setup to it, which is even worse.
I've heard all of these.
Won't say it anyway. I'm out of
You said that one before. Oh God. Why did cows wear bells?
Why?
Because their horns don't work.
That's a pretty good one, though.
I like that.
That was a pretty good one.
All right, sorry for the little anticlimactic slowing down ending there. I don't really know what happened right there. But I will say, Nick, catchphrase?
Well, living the dream one nightmare at a time. Trying to put it on a mug if anybody wants one.
All right, that was a lot of fun. Let's do this again. We'll see you next time. It's just Mark Manson. All right, now say something funny for the blooper.
I got nothing. So you guys pretty loud?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a little...
Is it still there?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It's obnoxious.